I tell you, what comes to my mind is joy every time Manchester United wins. Whether I like the manager or not, I'm really excited, provided the team I support goes ahead, obviously collect 3 points in every game, and maybe if the knockout tournament, knock out the opponent and proceed to the next round. That's how I'm really feeling right now after Manchester United has gone ahead, obviously knock out the side of Leicester City from the Carabao Cup, and we are on to the quarterfinals, and everything is really moving on as would want it to be. And this win is really very important, and I'm going to be really talking or relating it to Amorim in how it really helps his start or jumpstarts his career at the club of Manchester United. By the time the referee put the whistle to his mouth, it was 5 Man United to Leicester City. It was 5 Man United to Leicester City, and guess who was on target? It was Casemiro who opened up the scoreline in the 15th minute. Alejandro Garnacho doubled the effort in the 28th minute. Then Kanokos went ahead, obviously pulled one back, and then United was like, you are not really gonna really show that you want obviously level us. Don't ever even come close. That's where that's where Bruno Fernandes went in to obviously score a free kick that deflected off, I think, Ayew into the back of the net and sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Then Casemiro, towards the end of half-time, went ahead, obviously make it 4 for the club of Manchester United. And obviously, Connor Cody went ahead to pull one back in the 3rd added minute of the extra time that led to the ending of the first half. Second half, Bruno Fernandes went ahead, obviously add one more, obviously make it 5-2 for the club of Manchester United. But it was really some good display at the club of Manchester United. I know the fans are really excited, but I've always warned you about these manager bounces that this shouldn't excite you. Just let's see it move until the end of the season and see how next season these players are really going to be performing like, because we are used to these performances, and I'm not going to come here and really tell you that I'm not excited. I'm really happy for the win. We are into the next round of the Carabao Cup. I want us to be competing into every tournament that we are participating in. And all I want to let you know is Casemiro has gone ahead to score 3 goals in 2 consecutive games. He scored against West Ham, that was the leveler, and today he has scored a brace. Those are 3 in 2 games, and he's like, I'm really gonna get in there for you. Then Garnacho has found himself scoring a 6th goal of the season. Remember, in the Premier League, I think he has 2. He has 2 in the Carabao Cup. He has 1 into the Community Shield, and today he has found himself really score a goal in here. And I think also has 1. I think he has 1 goal into the UEFA Europa League. That is Alejandro Garnacho for you, and he's really doing wonders. And Manchester United went ahead to put out a very beautiful display that saw us beat the side of Leicester City by 5-2. And I would like to let you know that this is what we need at the club of Manchester United. I know these new manager bounces have been here. I remember when Michael Carrick came in through his first game to manage. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked around the weekend. You get then in the midweek we are playing Villarreal, and we went ahead obviously beat Villarreal. Then there was Arsenal. They sacked him, and in all that week United was working to obviously get in Ralf Rangnick. Ralf Rangnick told Michael Carrick, I want you to be in charge of the game of Villarreal, Chelsea and Arsenal. He won 2. He beat Arsenal and Villarreal, and he drew with Chelsea. And then he left and he resigned. And then we went ahead, obviously, see to it that a man called Ralf Rangnick comes on and obviously takes over. His bounce never really went ahead to do lots of positives because the players couldn't obviously go ahead and obviously do the needful. But I tell you what, Carrick did it. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did it in his first game. I think it was around December 2018. When he came in through, was it November or December, one of those 2 months? And I think we're playing QPR. he's won by 5-1. You remember QPR scored first. I think was it Andreas Pereira leveling, then the rest of the goals went in through like that, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer went ahead, obviously announced a new manager bounce. And for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he went like 7 or 8 games unbeaten, and I think he had won like 7 consecutive games for the club of Manchester United. So as all that goes to what we know, the club of Manchester United has seen another new manager bounce, and this is an interim manager. And will we see 2 bounces? Because as it stands, Ruud van Nistelrooy looks like he's going to be managing all the remaining games before we head into the international break. You know, until the 10th of November, that's when we are going to see Ruud van Nistelrooy not being the manager of Manchester United. Remember, after this game of football, you're playing Chelsea over the weekend, then Piyok in the midweek, and then host Leicester City at Old Trafford. Obviously, he has all what it takes to obviously launch his career. And for Ruud van Nistelrooy, this is something very positive in his career and what he's doing at Manchester United. Why? Because in these 4 games, if he performs very well, he will obviously send a message to everyone who is interested in him that I'm really a very good manager. I did it at PSV, and I here come at Manchester United to obviously do the same thing, provided he doesn't agree with the board on staying as an assistant for Ruben Amorim. You understand? You know, if he beats Chelsea, he has beat Leicester, beat Piyok, and beat Leicester City 4 games, 12 points maximum. That will be something great for Ruud van Nistelrooy as a manager for the club of Manchester United. So far, all is good. Casemiro was like obviously enjoying it, but I'm not so much carried away with this performance because this is Leicester City. I know they went to Arsenal and they felt like this, but they might not be looking at this trophy as one of those, as one of that they really want to win. Their main aim would be, we want to stay into the league. You get? And they try to come back and pull goals back, but United was like, you are not going to come to us. There are positives that you can really cut out of this game of football, but I tell you, I see no difference in this game. I see no difference in this game and the game of West Ham. The only difference in the first 45 minutes we've played in these 2 games against West Ham and Leicester City is that in this game, we scored 4. Something that would have gone ahead to happen at the London Stadium in the halftime, because we would have gone ahead to score 4 goals. Diallo, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, and is it Marcus Rashford? We would have gone ahead to score 4 goals in the first half. You get? And good enough, West Ham, we are not threatening at all in that entire 45 minutes, you know, and this time we considered. But the difference is, we didn't score in the game of West Ham in the first half, and today we've gone ahead obviously score. And we went high foot, you know, and we were like attacking them left, right, and center. We gave them a very horrible start, and they were like, obviously, United has to obviously get a goal. And you see Casemiro obviously getting that space, and you ask yourself, can a team like Chelsea give us space like that? That is one of the questions I'm really asking myself. But he scored a very brilliant goal that opened up. Then for Alejandro Garnacho, obviously getting a pass from Diallo, and Diallo got himself, I think, is it the 2nd assist of the season? And there I like him to be, because we need Diallo. We need those fullbacks to create chances when Rashford really drops deep, because when you look at that goal, it was, I think, a typical training goal. Rashford went ahead to drop to the touchline, you know, and then Diallo took over him and made an inversion run in the right half space of the pitch. And guess what happened? Casemiro released him. And when Casemiro released him, Diallo instantly went ahead to obviously find a pass to really get Alejandro Garnacho, and Alejandro Garnacho got himself a goal. So we looked good, and those patterns of play are really looking good, but players really had to score. And by the way, the problem of Manchester United this season has been scoring goals. If it's defending, we've been defending very well, creating chances, they've been there, but we haven't gone ahead, obviously, see ourselves really doing the needful. But however much Bruno has himself 2 goals today, and Casemiro 2 and Garnacho 1, I have one thing that I'm still complaining about. When are we gonna really look for our number 9? That is it. Because one will say, all right, Zirkzee dropped deep, but even Rasmus Højlund came on. And we know he's our target man. I ask you, did we create him any chance? I tell you no. So that's my problem with the people that are really playing around our number 9. You know, I like it when the entire team really scores goals, but I would love to see that effort that is deliberate to obviously create chances for our number 9, something that is missing in this club for some time. And this is where we should obviously find ourselves really seeing Ruud van Nistelrooy organizing this. Though he still has some small time here, but I would love to see to it that in the game of Chelsea, we obviously approach it a little bit different with Rasmus Højlund coming in because, you know, he's really going to come up and start. Would love to see him come up and obviously putting in the required shift altogether into the mix. So that is exactly what I'm really thinking about. And I think we've won and we haven't gone ahead to keep a clean sheet. Ben Dayer, I think, for the first goal, that's unforgivable. That's unforgivable and really punishable. And when you get a chance like this and there is a manager change and you believe you're a very good goalkeeper and you're at Fenerbahce, you have to come in games like this and obviously send a message to Ruben Amorim that I'm really good. I tell you where he was seated watching this game. He was watching it. I tell you, he was watching it. He was watching the game. I tell you. So, in him watching this game, all we read out is, Ben Dayer, have you given yourself a chance? You haven't. You haven't, because we've gone ahead to concede the first goal because of you. And you never know if they never score the first one, maybe even the second one doesn't come, because when we are 2-0, they pull one back. They were like pushing to obviously get another one. You get, we score more 2, and they're like, they get another one. First half ends 4-2. We go to halftime. At the beginning of the first 15 minutes, they were all of us. They were all of us, and they are trying to obviously threaten us and really get something, because they know that they get a third goal, all will be good for them. You get, all will be good for them. So I really understand the point from where you people coming through and obviously really praise the patterns, but I think he hasn't gone ahead to change a lot. It's the same thing. It's the same style of play. That's how we've been playing again. Look at the game of West Ham. We are playing the same way. That is it. But the only difference was we were not scoring goals. And today, goals have gone ahead to score the line. And I tell you, if we can continue scoring goals, I tell you, they'll come up and obviously cross the line at the club of Manchester United. So we'll win more games and we'll really do the needful. And I like the aura of Ruud van Nistelrooy in the touchline, because he was celebrating with the fans. He was really showing the passion, and he was really very, very commanding, you know. But I know that tough games are really going to come again through, and the big test for him is on Sunday when you're playing against Chelsea in the Premier League. That is it. So let's go into the stats and see how United fared into these stats of the game. 23 shots by Man United, 16 shots by Leicester City. 16 shots were really many. I think, when did we last concede 16 shots? I think that was last season. This season, I think the most we've conceded, have they been, I think we conceded 16 when you're playing against Spurs when a player was sent off, if at all I'm not mistaken. 9 shots on target by Manchester United. Out of the 9, 5 crossed the line. That was really very clinical. Then 7 shots on target by Leicester City. 57% ball possession by Manchester United. 47% ball possession by Leicester City. 43% ball possession by Leicester City. 560 passes completed by Manchester United. Leicester completed 431 passes. 87% passing accuracy by Manchester United. 84% passing accuracy by Leicester City. 8 fouls by Manchester United. 5 fouls by Leicester City. 0 yellow cards to Manchester United and 1 yellow card to Leicester City. No red cards issued. 3 offsides to Manchester United and 1 offside to Leicester City. 5 corners to Manchester United and 3 corners to the side of Leicester City. It was at Old Trafford, and that's how everything really went down at the club of Manchester United. And the draws have gone ahead to be really the draws are done, and we now know who we're really going to be facing at Old Trafford into the Carabao Cup. And Manchester United is really going to be facing Newcastle. That is it. EFL, let me confirm to you other fixtures, and I think you'll obviously get to know how everything is really going to be panning out. Now, we are into the quarterfinals of the the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, and we are having Tottenham Hotspur. United is going to be playing away at Tottenham Hotspur on the 17th of December. Right? Remember, Erik ten Hag had not gone ahead to win a game in London apart from Fulham. The rest of the teams in London could obviously beat us or draw with them. You understand? Then, Newcastle versus Brentford. Southampton versus Liverpool. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. I see Newcastle overcoming Brentford. I see Southampton overcoming Liverpool. I see Arsenal overcoming Palace. But Man United overcoming Tottenham Hotspur. It will depend on how Ruben Amorim will come in through and obviously arrange our team. If you'll be in fine form, I tell you, Spurs is a team that we can beat on any day. That is it. And if Ruben Amorim comes in through after the international break, that means he's really going to start. He's really going to come in through to start and really manage Manchester United. He's really going to come in through and manage Manchester United when you're playing which side? Is it Arsenal? Let me check here. 23rd. 24th. We are going to be playing about Ipswich. Then Bordeaux at Old Trafford. Then Everton at Old Trafford. Then Arsenal 4th December. 7th December. Nottingham Forest, Old Trafford. Victoria Pleasant, 12th December. Then 15th December, we are going to be playing about Man City. After playing Man City, we are going to be playing away at Tottenham Hotspur. Oh my God. These games are coming in thick and fast. But the only positive about all these games and Ruben Amorim coming in through, it's that he's really going to come in through and obviously see the likes of Lenny Yoro back, Luke Shaw maybe, though he got a setback, but Malacia will be back. And other players will be here to do the needful and obviously see to it that we obviously have a very fully fit squad to obviously also eat out their enemies. So we've been drawn against Tottenham Hotspur. That is it. And we are going to be playing away. Remember, we've played 2 games at Old Trafford. Barnsley was at Old Trafford. It ended 7-0 in favor of Manchester United. Then the other side that came in through to play was Leicester City tonight. We've beat them by 5 goals to 2 games in the Carabao Cup. We're going to hit obviously score 12 goals as the club of Manchester United. So it really sends a huge message to everyone that maybe this can be the springboard to our good run. You beat Chelsea, beat York, beat Leicester City, and the rest will be history into the making. So that is exactly what is happening at Manchester United, and that's how we went ahead obviously do our job today. Substitutions: Amadi Diallo came on, Ethan Whitley came on, Rasmus Højlund came on, Mazarawi came on, and what's the name of that guy? Even Amadi Diallo came on, Evans also came on. So we go into your comments and say, Nani, I'm waiting for you, guy, because I see we play good football today. Guys, this is not going to excite me, and I would like to really warn you, don't get moved by what you've gone ahead to see today. Get moved by what you'll see 2 seasons from now. Even if Ruben Amorim comes in through and really has a very good debut season, don't get excited about these players because they can down tools. You know, they are typical players that can down tools. So I cannot come out and obviously give them the flowers they really deserve because I know how bad they are when it comes to moments when the manager starts to go ruthless and really making decisions ahead of them. They'll down tools, put their heads down, and they'll turn against the manager. So, playing well, we looked good, but I think we had lots of spaces, and there are some other parts of the game that we never really looked good. But all I know is a win is a win. It comes in through with a 5-2 win against Leicester City. Then Sham says, thanks RD, big up to Nestroy. I'm always from Sironko, Budadiri, Magamoli. All right, thank you for watching it through. Obviously, we feel good for him as Ruud van Nistelrooy, as in his CV, he's really adding on another win, and that is Manchester United. And remember, when you're at Manchester United, very many eyes all over the world are really looking at you. They are 100% looking at you, and they're like, go on manager, we are thinking about you. Ezato Nani Casemiro is the man of the match. All right, that's going to be coming in through into the player ratings. Then Masa Chimuna watching from Zambia. Congratulations, Manchester United. My man of the match was Casemiro. All right. Masa Chimuna, good tactics from Ruud van Nistelrooy. All right. Tuya watching from Sierra Leone. The system reminded. Guys, I know you want to relate anything, but I'm this kind of person who doesn't get moved anymore. Not until we really come to a full 1, 2, 3 seasons under the same manager and seeing how things are really going to be coming out and how you're really going to be getting these players out. Today, Bruno played very well. I never saw him try to do any Hollywood passes, and he went ahead, obviously, give us good quality 90 minutes. I told you in the game of West Ham, he only gave us 45 quality minutes, and today he has given us good 90 minutes as a player, and he looked great on the field of play. His positional discipline and the way he really went ahead to look out to find other players was really great. You understand? That's the Bruno I want. I've always gone ahead to call in for his composure. And if he composes himself like that, he's really going to look good. Marcus Rashford, I think his heart is not here and his body is not here. And if I told Manchester United, let's offload Marcus Rashford, I don't see anything positive in his body language that is really sending a message that, all right, I never wanted to be here. Sorry, like Erik ten Hag was the problem, and I've gone ahead to obviously get on the ground and hit the ground running. You understand? I haven't seen anything of that into this game, you know? And this is where I come out and really let you know that maybe he wants to leave and we should let him go. That is it. If Rashford wants to leave, because under Ruud van Nistelrooy, I saw Ruud got him the pitch and was trying to talk to him, and Rashford was like, I don't want to hear what you're telling me. You get, I don't want to hear what you're telling me. So that is really one of the things that are really very, 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 very important. And there is a photo that I've gone ahead obviously see trend onto social media, and I was like, I should obviously find it and show it a little bit to my friends, because they went ahead and obviously cropped 2 photos of Amadi Diallo when he was really under Erik ten Hag in the game of Fenerbahce when he was being brought on by Rene Hague, and the look on his face was really very, very bad, and it looked very, very bad and sent a very bad message. And then the look on his face today, it was really great, and he was even clapping his hands when Van Nistelrooy was like, please, come on, and do the needful. You get? So let me flash this photo, and I don't know what's running in many people's heads will also run into your head. All right, that is it. This is Amadi Diallo coming on, but let's get back to last Thursday. This is the same guy coming off the bench, and obviously Rene Hague was giving him orders, and look at the look on his face. It was really looking bad, and it was really very, very angry. And I was sending a message to everyone that I'm really pissed. How would you dare take on Anthony onto the pitch and you let me be on the bench? You did it in the game of Aston Villa, you did it against Fenerbahce, you did it against Brentford, and you've gone ahead to do it right now even when you need a win. And I think that's one of the games where Erik ten Hag went ahead obviously do something wrong. You understand? Though he might have had disciplinary problems with this guy, But I think when you need to save your job, you obviously need to field the best tools that you have. You get? And today, this is how Ahmad looked when he's coming on. And he even clapped his hands, very smiley. And people are really going to see this photo really making rounds. But I was pissed a little bit. Why doesn't this guy start? I'm really pissed. Who issues out orders? Who issues out orders for Amad Diallo not to start? I want to know that person. I want to know that person that issues out orders for Amad Diallo not to start, because I think that he's the best right attacking player that we have. He's too composed and he has a lot obviously offer to us, you know. But I tell you what, they aren't really starting the lad. And I'm like, what has gone wrong with the guy? You know, who is really issuing orders for this guy not to start? Because I would start him ahead of anyone into that Manchester United 11. And I think he can obviously get us what Garnacho gets us on the left, and a little bit of more composure. And you cannot really be playing against a team when you're really having a player, when you're really having two wide forwards, when they're really very selfish and they're not really looking out to create chances. And I think Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to go with the same system against Chelsea. I don't see Amad Diallo starting. That is it. I think he's really going to start Rashford and Garnacho. That is it. Something I don't really give, something I don't really accept as Rokan David. I don't know whether you accept it or not, but on my case, I don't really accept it. But that photo spoke volumes. It's trending all over social media, and I don't know what your thoughts are about this. So, when you look at Amad Diallo, the big question is, what has changed? Obviously, the manager has changed, and he's really looking great. And even when he was coming on in the game of West Ham, I think he never really looked okay. I tell you, he was not really smiling. Let me look for his photo when he was coming on. He was not clapping hands like how he did, you know. I think there's a bit of relief because Ten Hag is not an angel, you know, meaning that he has all problems. He has all characters that can really annoy anyone. You understand? So, that is Ahmad for you. And he was a very big talking topic. And for Zexi, I saw him lose very many balls. Oh my God. But he wants so much to obviously play that one-touch football, right? And today, it never really worked out well in his favor. You know, though sometimes when he got hold of that ball, he could move it fast to Alejandro Garnacho and very many others. But he looked not okay today. Then, the other stuff is how United are addicted to obviously playing on the left at a lot. I think we are really doing a very huge disservice to the people that are really playing onto the right attacking side of the pitch, because they rarely get involved into the game. You know, they rarely get involved into the game. That's what I'm gonna hate to see from the club of Manchester United. So I think with time, all this will change, because I think we should be very dynamic and we should be unpredictable. We can attack through the center. We can attack through the half spaces. We can also attack in the wide areas of the pitch. So that is how a complete team can come out and obviously beat other teams and really win. If at all they obviously come up with such a style of play where even if you obviously stop them from really playing through the center, they can really attack you through the full backs or the wide areas, even in the half spaces, or even they go long. You get? So I'm calling upon for everything that is really coming up into the mix. And don't forget, obviously, let me know about your thoughts into this beautiful game of football. So guys, I'm gonna hate to see very many of you coming through. Nani, Sham, Chimona, Tua. You guys have been great. It's been nice having you on this channel. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers. And it's you guys to take us to that milestone. I'm going to hit obviously upload a story in here for you. Ruben Amorim has obviously agreed. Sorry, Sporting Lisbon have reached a total agreement on the amount of money that United needs to obviously pay off into the mix. So guys, I'm gonna be dropping you another story in the morning on when we think this guy is obviously gonna be coming up. That is Ruben Amorim to obviously coming through and become the manager of Manchester United. So guys, 30 minutes of talking to you through streaming, and I think you're gonna hate to enjoy it. I sign out for now. See you later. Rock and David remains my name. See you later, but don't get excited. You know, let's go by one game at a time. Then later, you will thank me. I'm out. Bye-bye.